Hey, welcome back, y'all. Joe Stizzy here again with Rise of the Ronin, and the last time we were able to forge a. We met up with a guy named Saigo, who I guess is a commander of the Satsuma clan. We were able to negotiate an alliance between the Choshu and the Satsuma to take on the shogunate. So things are starting to look up for the anti-shogunate faction here. And now it looks like we're with Ryoma and somebody else having a drink, so let's get to it.
Don't you remember what I told you back then?
No, it was me.
That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
What's this now?
This way.
Peeping Toms. Hey, you guys missed the bathroom window.
Don't think you can escape us.
Oh, superhero landing.
Accept your fate!
They don't give up easily.
Do it! Cut me down!
I was gonna say, what's my guy doing?
Scratch. Don't worry.
Probably accidentally parrying over in the corner like usual.
He needs medical attention! Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
I guess we finally gotten important enough for them to start sending assassins after us.
In, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, you never just pushed things on me before, that's for sure. Look at him, leaving with his waifu. I gotta stick around and fight the war. $1867. Is that a year jump? 2-year jump? Or is it the same year? I can't remember. I'll have to look at the timeline again. The end of the shogunate. Finally getting there.
Oh, it's you.
No. Hey, Kuroda.
I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you had something to say to me. Okay. But I have something to give you.
You're
Give him a
the
few of those.
best. Ask away.
What future do you envisage for this country?
If only we could all just sit down with a drink and have a good laugh. But before we can do that, we'll need a strong nation that can stand up to the West. Such a nation would obviously be built around Satsuma, and people like Saigo and Okubo could actually make it happen. Of course, such a tremendous feat couldn't be accomplished by Satsuma men alone. We'll need to recruit talent from our enemies. I'd be for it. Even if others disagree, I'm a man with a mission. And that is to rebuild Japan as a strong and magnificent nation.
Everybody's got all these dreams for building a better Japan.
I see.
Which, yeah, that's good.
Business is now done.
Always good to think about the future of your country. Oh, hey, it's Doggo. Yeah, let's pet him. Yeah, that's a good boy.
Did the Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Tarada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events.
Well, some guys came with the swords, peeked on Rio, and then tried to kill us. And they did look like the Shinsengumi. They looked like they had the same kind of Heiori.
Kondo and Hichikata were away from Kyoto, serving the shogunate, which puts both of them out of the picture as suspects.
If the Satsuma Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the shogunate.
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shinsengumi and sniff out the culprit from within.
I leave the matter to Katsura's judgment.
I don't see how they would let me join at this point. I mean, I know my protagonist has flip-flopped to the kind of the point of the game, but I kind of feel like after that huge battle when I sided with the Choshu that Shinsengumi and, well, I say that, but I've been doing missions with the shogunate himself, so still haven't burned every single bridge, but... And, oh, yeah, my Blade Twin might be involved. Count me in. Also a good point.
Be on board with the idea. You can handle yourself and adapt to the unexpected. Well, perhaps some of them already know of you, but with a little disguise, no one will notice, I'm sure. You can learn from me. Come to Nishi
Dress as a bum.
Temple once you're fully prepared. You need to be ready to pass the initiation.
Finally joining the Shinsengumi. I haven't been part of the Shinsengumi since I played Like a Dragon Ishin.
How do you do?
What is it this time?
That's his level. Oh, he's pretty high up there. Okay. This
Oh,
should
splendid.
take him to max.
I see. By your leave.
Who else is here? Oh, this guy.
Eh? Something the matter?
Get over here.
I'll try to answer you the best I can.
You like dogs, don't you?
You mean Sun, eh?
That's his
He's
name.
pretty adorable. Brought him with me from Satsuma. I take him on walks every day. Princess Atsuko used to like dogs too, you know. But I hear that since coming to Edo, she only ever plays with cats. How anyone could prefer
I like playing with
a spoiled
cats, too.
cat to a brave dog, oh, it baffles me.
I've noticed you don't use swords.
When I was a kid, I injured my arm in a fight and gave up swordplay. But I really do like swords. In fact, I'm somewhat of a collector. Not only have I been gifted swords by lords and nobles, but I've also given them away to my comrades. So, if you ever come across a fine specimen, show it to me, will you?
I've been known to collect a sword or two in my time. Yeah, this is really low. He's just an acquaintance at this point. Let's try just 4.
Splendid.
I don't think that'll get him up to level 3, but should get pretty high up there.
Understood. Well, that's about all.
His comments about cats preferring dogs over cats, which everyone has their preference. I like both. I tend to like cats a little bit more because just they're a little lower maintenance than dogs are. Dogs you have to take for a walk and they need constant attention and
How do you do?
feeding and whatnot. You need to feed your cat too, obviously, but whenever I would go out of town just for the weekend or something, I could always just put out some extra food and water for my cat and some fresh litter, and they'd be good. But for a dog, you'd have to have somebody come over and watch them, and you gotta arrange for that, and hopefully you can find somebody who can do such a thing for you. But yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, like I both like he said, but. When Saigo there said that he thought dogs are braver than cats. I guess overall, generally speaking, they are. But I remember I heard a story just a few days ago about this cat that this couple took with them to Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. And they were outside somewhere on a trail or something like that. First, I don't know why you would bring a cat with you to vacation, but they saw something while they're outside, and it spooked the cat, and he ran off. And they searched for him for a while, but they could never find him. But they had to leave. Their vacation was coming to an end, and they had to get back for one thing or another. And they lived in California, and I think it was 2 months later, they get a call from someone saying, "Hey, we have a cat and we think it's yours," because this cat had a chip in its ear that, identifies them, and they tag them with, and it has a lot of information concerning the owners and whatnot, and street address. I think they also put on there, and the couple couldn't believe it, but. And this, person, I can't remember if it was the vet or someone. It was a person who found the cat, took a picture of it, and sent it to the couple. And they said, "Oh my goodness, that is our cat." And sure enough, they went and picked him up, and it was him, and they were reunited. But I think they calculated it was about 800 miles, the distance he traveled in 2 months. It's unbelievable. I've heard stories of cats traveling a long distance to reunite with their owners. Heck, my own mother, she had a cat when she was young that they gave away. That old story when parents see cat's sick or dying and they need to put it down, but the parents will tell the kids that they're taking it to the farm just to ease the blow. Well, they actually did take it to a farm. My grandfather had a friend who owned a farm like 60 miles away, north of where they lived. And a few months later, the cat ends up in the front of the door. But to travel 800 miles in that short amount of time, it's unbelievable. Not even just forget feeding and finding water, but traversing the terrain, avoiding predators, just all sorts of dangers for a house cat would have to avoid. It's unbelievable. Anyway, got caught up in that story. Yeah, that story kind of blew me away when I heard it. It was really cool. I guess there's not really too much happening. Well, there's stuff happening, but I think I'll just head on to the Shinsengumi barracks or wherever it is I need to head to apply, fill out a job application form.
place is being used as a Shinsengumi outpost. The arrangements for enlisting have already been made. Thanks to a Satsuma connection, they're expecting a skilled Ronin to join their ranks.
That's me.
You've got a Shinsengumi uniform already, haven't you? You should change into it now.
Yeah, I probably have a bunch.
But who orchestrated the attack on the Tereda Inn? It won't be safe for Ryoma to come back. I know you're up to the task. The stakes are high, but I'm counting on you.
Well, was Ryoma the only target? I assumed we were both the target, since we're both pretty high up in the anti-Shogunate faction. But alright, I'll find whoever planned the attack.
That's what I like to hear. Saigo and I will be praying for your good fortune.
Oh, didn't even have to equip it myself. Hello, my fellow Shinsengumiers.
You must be the new recruit. I've heard much about you.
I've heard talk of your skill with the sword. But a lot of the men here like to talk big. So I'll have to see it to believe it. Have I seen you someplace? Now
Nope, not
there's
me.
a fearsome look. I expect great things from you. Though I swear I know you from somewhere.
They don't find it suspicious at all that I'm wearing a mask. I just have one of those faces.
I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. I haven't introduced myself. Shinpachi Nagakura. And this cold fish is Hajime Saito. Saito, show the new recruit around our outpost. And make sure you put them through their paces. Make sure you listen to Saito's every word, you hear? His skill is peerless. Don't upset him or you're done for.
Good grief.
Hajime Saito was one of the more famous captains of the Shinsengumi. I've seen him in a bunch of different video games, portrayed it in a whole bunch of different video games, animes, you name it. So you're the finest swordsman here, eh?
Not a chance. Nagakura's superior to me, no question. He's just testing my patience, as usual. The training facilities are just over there. Let's head in.
All the captains around that time were pretty famous. Of course, they were formed around the time of the revolution, too, so... Well, yeah, you see the sort of the gist of their creation.
They're
This.
the ones to talk to if you're interested in firearms.
Do like firearms. Hey, it's Okito, isn't it?
Hesuke Todo, nice to meet you.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
Oh,
I'm beginning of that a lot
you're the
today.
new recruit. Miki Saburo Suzuki. Nice to meet you. Interested in firearms, are you? Well, if you wanna try your hand, go ahead.
I'll give it a go.
Right. Step right this way.
Oh, it's a course, okay. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Oh, it's one of these I have to do. Find all different angles to shoot at. Okay, this is... Dang. Let's hold. That might do it. Oh, still too late. I don't even know if I'm hitting a right place. It looks like it's going through those targets. There we go. Yeah, spent too much time on that, but are those targets, or is that just, no, those are just branches of the tree. Okay. Missed that one. Yeah, these ones, it's all, it seems to be better to hit them all in groups. Oh, see, there's a bunch down there. Okay, I totally missed those. You know, I'll give that another try. I think 14,000 was the required highest score, so I think I can nail that. Let's see if I can get this. Damn. Oh. Need to adjust my... There we go. Yeah, it's better to hit them in groups, all the targets, because that way you get a bonus multiplier with them. Yeah, see, there we go. We're already up to 15,000, so... Not really much else. Not too many other targets, just the metal ones. Let's fire on the... Oh my goodness. The new recruit we totally thought was trustworthy started firing on the barracks. That's what you get for letting anybody with a Shinsengumi outfit in the door. Yeah, I've had a lot of practice too.
Here's where we trade. Seems we're just in time for a session.
Stand back, boys. Let me show you how not to handle a sword.
Without some skill at the sword. It's time to show me what you're worth. Try taking him on.
Who, the merchant?
Good. I have high hopes.
Seems like a good dude. He's got a family. Oh. That guy spoke Japanese. What kind of English dub is this? Can I switch? Yeah, I can. No, he's done.
You did well, but I'd like to see a little more. Now, I'd like you to face him. Don't disappoint me.
Do these opponents have names, or...? Oh! Thought I interrupted him, but apparently not. Come on, Saito. You got any better challengers for me?
What's the verdict? Think they've got what it takes?
The technique is certainly interesting. Not bad at all.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a high compliment. Now, what say I grant them the honor of a bout with their superior?
Nagakura is in a different league from the other members you fought. Fancy your chances?
Sure, I beat him already.
Haha, don't you worry. No one's going to die.
That's what you think.
No need to hold back, newcomer. Throw everything at me.
My pleasure. Can't see. Oh, that was not... Jeez. Totally misjudged the distance on that. There we go.
I yield. You're no joke.
Yes! This make me head captain now.
Most intriguing. Besting Nagakura is no mean feat. Right then. Follow me.
Let's see. Sorry, I had a thought. Oh, yeah. I was talking about Yakuza earlier. Played like a Yishin. Played that
You must be the
last year, I think?
Could you come here a moment?
And it was very good. It was a very fun game. It was set around this time, too.
Sorry for interrupting. But even in this state, I thought I should at least introduce myself.
Still recovering from our last fight.
This is Soji Okita. Neither I nor Nagakura are his match in swordplay.
That's all in the past now. Now that I'm bedridden, I don't amount to anything but dead weight. If you want to improve, Saito could teach a thing or two, I'm sure. He's peerless after all.
Okita, I'll go on to the dojo. Send the new recruit over once you finish talking.
So then, why do you want to join the Shinsengumi?
The cool outfits. Somehow I don't think he'll believe me if I tell him I'm just in it for the money. I came to make use of my sword arm.
Oh, so you consider yourself quite capable then? I would love to have faced you. But you can see my difficulty. By the way, haven't I met you somewhere before? I seem to recall meeting someone rather like you.
You think somebody would start getting suspicious when everybody here recognizes me? This is the first time we've met.
Oh, is it now? Well, pardon me for that strange line of inquiry. Saito's waiting, isn't he? You should get going. I'll see you later.
Fools, they don't expect anything. The barracks in this game are a lot more detailed than they were in Like a Dragon. Of course, that was a remaster / remake of a older Yakuza title. But yeah, it was a really good game. And speaking of Yakuza, they actually announced a new game just the other day. It's a pirate game starring Majima, who is a long recurring character in the Yakuza games. And I was telling my friend that Yakuza always seems to keep gamers on their toes. They always are trying out all these new ideas, and they just, so far they've always seemed to work, and they've always kept in the spirit of the franchise. So it's not easy, but they seem to. Okay, let's just get right into the fight. Yeah, we could have just done this on the training grounds. Although I guess the dojo is an other appropriate place. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Gotta be careful with this one. He doesn't just like to use swords.
Have you ever seen Saito cornered like this?
Good, but not good enough.
You're strong, that's for sure. There are few amongst our number who would be a match for you.
That is no exaggeration.
Why? You could go toe-to-toe with Kogoro Katsura or Ryoma Sakamoto. Those names must have reached your ears, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm better than both of those guys. Okay, what do we... Yeah, do we give a vague response, or do we lie? Do we boast? Let's go with the boastful approach. I can hold my own with anyone.
Fine words. I hope to see you live up to them in battle.
Right. I think we can make use of the new recruit. Any objections?
Not from me.
There's someone else I'd like to introduce you to. Follow me. There's an officer I'd like you to meet, Kashitaro Ito. A man so sharp he can tell you where the world is going and exactly how it's going to get there. Suzuki, I pointed him out before, is Ito's younger brother. He's important to know too. Leads one of our units. Now, after I introduce you to Ito, I'll speak with him in private. You are to use any means necessary to listen to our conversation. Understood?
Okay, so this is a test of our recon spy skills.
I've brought you a new recruit. Their swordsmanship rivals that of myself or Nagakura.
Well, you must truly be something to earn such praise from Saito. I am Kashitaro Ito, Shinsengumi's staff officer. The Shinsengumi is made up of the most elite warriors in Japan against the Shogun's cowardly retainers. We are as a tiger to a house cat. This country's very future will be decided by our actions. You would do well to be mindful of the power we wield.
Oh, it looks like I'm not the only one who thinks highly of themselves. I'll bear that in mind.
As you should. By all means, put that sword arm to use in service of our cause. I expect great things from you. By the way, Saito, can I have a word with you?
That will be all. Dismissed. Listen to our conversation from outside and make note of every word. Got that? Go.
Now I'm starting to wonder if this really is a test or not. Okay, well, obvious answer would be to get to the roof somehow. Okay, that's a good start. There is a quest marker where I need to go. But how to get there? Okay, here we go. Oh, here we no go. Oops. There's gotta be a way to get inside from the roof. Gotta be some window we can go into. Although I am not seeing one. All those other Shinsengumi are probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. Okay, well, I've gotten up there once before. I couldn't find a way in, so... Okay. Alright, this is probably not it, but it's... This is not like a secret entrance from this pond, is there? I highly doubt it. Yeah. That'd been cool, but no. Maybe just go through the front? No, not that either. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious. Oh, here we are. It was a secret entrance accessed only by the pond. How unlame. It's a good thing they didn't start talking till I got in here.
I was just asking the newcomer to train the men. Someone so skilled should be able to oversee fencing drills, I thought.
With Kondo and Hijikata absent, and Okita ailing, now's the time. No one can stop us from breaking away from the Shinsengumi.
But without us here, the enemies of the shogunate lurking in Kyoto may grow bold.
The attempt on Sakamoto at the Terada Inn failed to rouse either the Satsuma or the Choshu. We needn't worry on that account. We are gathering in Aburanokoji to discuss precisely how to break free. I expect to see you there.
We're finished. You can come out now.
I thought I got caught.
Fine work playing the spy. I doubt Ito noticed a thing. You must have heard it yourself, but let me state, Ito is a traitor. I'm keeping watch over him at Kondo's orders.
And he's not suspicious of that at all? Who are the anti-shogunate forces hiding in Kyoto?
It's mostly the Choshu. There's a rumor they're joining forces with the Satsuma, though. And it was Sakamoto who brokered the deal. He recently became a bigwig in the anti-shogunate forces, prompting Ito's attempt to off him at the Terada Inn.
So Ito planned it all himself then?
In a nutshell, yes. There's a rumor going around that it was our work, but neither Kondo nor Hijikata were involved. Ito's true intent was to tarnish the Shinsengumi's reputation and to ascertain the plans of the anti-shogunate forces. What we learned is that they can't afford to make any big moves right now, which led to Ito concluding the time was right for him to make his move. I'm going to rid the Shinsengumi of Ito's faction. I know you've only just enlisted, but I will need your help. Meet me at Aburanokoji. That's where we'll do it.
What is it about my protagonist that as soon as we meet, everybody just wants us to be part of their super important missions? Do we just have that one of those faces? Not only a face everyone recognizes, but everyone trusts as well. Okay. Sorry, to look at my phone real quick. looks like... Wonder if I can raise my bond level with any of these people. I don't need to talk to them. Man, someone here needs to sweep out all the leaves.
I'm sorry, but I don't have it in me to talk to you at the moment. With my health as it is, I couldn't even wield a sword to my own satisfaction right now.
Alright, I'll leave you be, Soji. Oh, there's Nagakura.
You have some nerve showing up here. I wouldn't underestimate us if I were you. Oh, all right. I'm guessing you wish to speak to me about something.
Oh, of course, I'm not wearing my disguise now, so... they think I'm just the Ronin, not the new recruit.
Then I shall try my best to answer you.
Do you get along with your fellow soldiers?
Sure I do. They trust me. And why shouldn't they? I'm strong, and I look out for our younger officers. Well, I'm sure the same can be said of Hijikata as well. But everyone is scared of that man. Wonder why? Maybe it's his face? Hijikata is a fine man, but he's not exactly charming. I, on the other hand, am different, as you can tell.
Yeah, you're a blast. Everyone knows that. Let's try training. Sequential training. The sequential training option is now available to you. Train with a series of sparring partners and compete for the best result. While the difficulty level is high, you will be duly compensated for your efforts. Okay. I wonder what kind of compensation we get for taking part in sequential training. I've done a lot of these already, trained with a bunch of people. Although there have been quite a few that have been added since then. I'm looking for any that might have any different styles. Yeah, some of them do have style techniques we can learn. Mostly the Shinsengumi, it looks like. Oh, here they are, okay. Okay, it's... looks like it's groups of enemies of similar types. Weapon types, at least. Well... a sword, spear, and sword again, but... oh yeah, they're all groups. Great three great Shu, the Hokinshi Idoryu school, outlaws, empty-handed, yeah, all the fist fighters. Okay, alright. Yeah, just fight with anybody. Anybody meet in this game that can hold a sword. But that's not something I'm going to do here in the recording. I've done a little bit of it, but if I'm going to do any more, it'll be you know, off camera on my own time, because it's very, to get the master rank, it's very time consuming, at least for me. Alright, okay, looks like I just need to go over here and meet up with Saito. Nope. Don't mind me, gentlemen. Hey, don't shoot my horse.
I'm over. You came. We'll begin once Ito's men are here.
Now Saito seems to recognize me.
First official mission. Is there anything you need to ask?
Where's Nagakura?
I haven't mentioned this to him. He suspects I've been making moves in secret. There are plots everywhere.
And he's right.
Wheels within wheels. I'll tell you everything if we make it through this.
Is Toto coming?
He should be here any moment. Not as our ally, but as our enemy. Todo and Suzuki are part of Ito's faction. Good men, both of them. But we have no choice.
I'm surprised you would call them good men, since they're planning on betraying and leaving the Shinsengumi.
Good. That saves me some trouble. Todo and his companions are masters of the sword. This will be quite the fight. Are you fully prepared?
You know I'm ready.
Good. We'll ambush them as they return.
And now all we have to do is wait. Oh, hey, look, it's Katsu. It looks like this mission's open to pretty much anybody that's pro Shogun, except for Soji and Shinpachi. Look at his stats, he even took a hit from his illness. That is a shame. Of course, so did Genzui's. Oh! Okay. Oh, hey, that's a great sword gal. Yeah, let's bring her along. Yeah. Invincible Blade increases damage dealt to panicked enemies. Dancing with Death temporarily increases defense power when the protagonist or other ally dies. Alright, I feel so reassured. The feud and Aburo no Koji cooperate with Hajime Saito to purge the Ito faction. What time am I at? Oh my goodness, I only have like 10 minutes left. Shoot, I don't think I'll be able to finish this in the time allotted. So let me just end this episode here, and then I will pick it up right back in this very spot in the next episode. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care.